So we're going to determine this right now between you and I. I want to see where me and you align with this. 10 Boston neighborhoods, and you tell me where you want to put them.
I'd probably put 6.
That's insane.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What up?
What's going on?
Back again, man.
Another
Once
bro-isode.
again, another bro-isode.
23.
23, the Jordan episode, and I'm pumped today for our cocktail.
Yep.
I'm just going to say that off rip. I'm pumped. I picked this week.
Yep.
It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, I'm pumped.
One thing I want to say that before I forget, so funny, I'm driving back here to meet you, and I'm on this long stretch where it's like woods on both sides or whatever, and these kids on bikes are stopped, and I'm like looking. Like, what the fuck are they looking at? Because they got their phones on and shit. They're all standing over a dead possum.
Oh my God.
That's all right. I'm driving by and I give them my air horn. And they're all like, whoa, what the? Like, scared the shit out of them while I'm driving by, dude. I was laughing my ass off on the way here today.
That's wicked funny.
I couldn't deal. I was like, I love this. It was the best thing I ever put on my
Yeah,
lip.
for
Was
real.
the air horn, dude. I fuck with people.
People probably don't expect it to coming out of the little Renegade.
No. My little Jeep Renegade, my little toaster thing, bro.
Toaster.
It's a little toaster, bro. I pop on a piece of white toast when I pop out of that bitch,
It is
bro.
a toaster, dude. That's
For
wicked
real.
funny.
Toast it, pop it out like a toaster strudel in that bitch.
That's so funny. So how many kids were there? Like 5,
There was
6?
nah, dude, there was like 4 of them.
Yeah.
And every single one had their phone out. And then it dawned on me. I'm like, these are the kind of kids that when shit's popping off, like in Boston, people, the drunk person, a high person on the train, whatever, they're the ones with their phones
for
out,
real.
dude, filming it. Like,
Someone's got to do it.
instead of like doing the humane thing, calling animals, hey, there's a
Right.
dead possum on the side of the road over here. Or
Yeah.
if you were driving by in like a work truck and you had a shovel, pull over, maybe throw it off the road. Like, I've done it before.
Yeah, right.
You know, when I have the means to not fucking touch that thing
Yeah, for
and
real.
get rid of it, I'll
For
do
real.
it.
That reminds me, yesterday I was driving home, and I hate it because I don't like birds, but like hawks are pretty dope.
Yo, I love
Like
watching
birds of
hawks.
prey, you know what I
You
mean?
don't realize how big they are
They're
too. When they
huge.
get closer and their wingspans are like 4 feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're big.
But I felt so bad because I was driving home and there was a dead hawk on the side of the road.
How does that happen?
I don't know, dude. But then like 10, 20 yards up, there was a little girl like walking her bike. You know, she wasn't riding it. She was walking her bike.
Did she walk by and seen it?
Dude, I didn't see her see it, but I was like, man, her day's about to be ruined. Like, I feel so bad for this little girl because she's about to just stumble over a friggin' dead hawk on the side of the road.
I don't know how you find a dead dog. You know what? That sparks a random memory that I haven't thought about in so long. When I had to have been like 5th grade because this is when my father still owned the house we did in Winthrop. But I remember sitting there in the living room playing video games, bro. This was like I don't even think flat screens were a thing yet, bro. This is still on a tube. Playing my original, it might have been 360 by then, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
Boom, dude. Some bird flew right into the top of the window,
Nuts.
bro. I'm playing video games and just slid down the window.
Horrible.
And speaking of my dad, wow, what a hit.
Dude,
People are loving
the
him,
people
huh?
loved it. Yeah, he's
They-
got some funny stories,
Dude,
man.
The only thing that drove me crazy about having him is I feel like I couldn't talk.
Yeah, no, we barely got any words in.
Didn't get no words in. Dad, damn.
Yeah.
You're stealing the show,
No
fam.
kidding. No, but dude stuck lower than a snake's belly in a wagon wheel rut. Had me dying.
He
dude.
has all kinds of those analogies.
Yeah, it's like-
he said another one that you ended up didn't make the final cut, but he said it something about. In other words, he was talking about something being irrelevant. So he said it's just a piss hole and a snowbank.
Yeah,
that one got
that
me.
one was
I was
wicked
upset
funny.
I didn't hear that in the final cut, but I don't know what he was referencing. But
Yeah, no, and we could probably cut like that short back into it, like cut a short out of it because we still have it. But
we cut a lot out of that.
we
one.
had to. It was
I
like
know.
almost 2 hours long.
Yeah, And my dad was saying some shit that we didn't need
spared
on
him.
the podcast. We
spared him.
We did spare him. You're welcome, Dad. But no, a lot of people were hitting me up like, yo, your dad is so funny. We need more Joel content. So
He didn't hold back, dude. He didn't hold back at all.
I'm happy you didn't.
No, yeah, me too.
This is why we're here.
No, for
To,
real.
like,
He had a
walk
good
on.
time, dude. He said after the pod, he was like, this was life-changing for me. And I was like, dude.
I mean, it kind of is when you put yourself. I mean, we're used to it. This is the 23rd week
Yeah.
that we've put ourselves out there to the world. But for him, it's kind of a big deal, which
Right.
I got.
I've been seeing a lot of those, like, I'm sure you have too since we started putting shit on YouTube, but like the how YouTube changed my life fucking videos. Have you ever seen those?
Yeah. And dude, it can.
A lot of people, like,
Put the work in.
even when they're saying like it's not monetary, they're like, just putting myself out there changed like my confidence level, or like the way I talk to people, or I picture myself, or like, you know, see myself, blah 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 blah. And it's true.
It gives you a new kind of confidence in yourself.
Well, dude, people hate hearing themselves. They hate seeing themselves. And like once you get over that, then it's just making sure you don't say something too stupid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, two things. One, for me, I don't think it was too hard, because back in the day, me and all my buddies from Winthrop, like all through middle school and even like a little bit freshman year, would just make funny skit videos,
Nice.
like just random funny bullshit.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, we didn't post any of them,
Right.
but we had such a large group of friends, or like anytime people that we don't normally hang out with would hang out at this kid's house, like we would show all the
Right.
videos. So for me, it's like a little different now, because now this is serious and
Well, it's you. It's not like a skit character. You know
right.
what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the exposure. And second thing, fuck, it was off of what you said. Fuck. It was a good point too. Motherfucker, I hate having the
wasn't
brain
that good.
fart, dude. I hate having the brain fart. Again, people, you see what's sitting right here in
Yep.
front of me.
I was
is,
gonna say, go to it, dude.
Well, today we got the zero sugar Snapple tea
Yep.
peach.
So that's a classic, dude.
Dude, you can't go wrong with peach. The zero sugar, I just, for shits and giggles, wanted to see what it was all about.
Yeah.
Tastes the exact same.
Does it?
Delicious, as normal. And once again, we got to see what we got under here.
Snapple fact.
Why there's got to be words that I can't pronounce? You want to read it?
I'll try. Serophobia is the fear of happiness.
Wow.
Wow. Snapple
Wow.
fact number
That's fucking deep.
1405.
That's a deep one. I'm just saying I'm a man of my word. And there it is. So there's my Snapple plug.
Yeah.
And this is also my segue, and we're going to start our fucking cocktail hour right now. So today, guys, the beverage of the episode is going to be a spiked fucking cider.
I like
Because technically it's still summertime, not really. The weather's all changed. It's getting fall vibey here in
We're
Boston.
filming on Labor Day, so it's
So-
like the last hurrah to summer.
Yeah, so with that being said, we have, what did I get? We got Simply Apple, which
Yep.
isn't cider.
Yep.
But it tastes just like
Yeah,
cider.
it's like cinnamon apple
Yeah,
juice.
it's bomb.
Yeah.
Shout out Simply too. Simply has banging ass juices.
Yeah.
And then we got the Jack. It's the winter Jack.
Nice.
It's the but it is apple cider,
Love
which I don't know why they have to put it winter,
Yeah.
because it's totally
fall.
fall thing too.
It's a fall
but,
thing.
yeah, we're gonna pour up.
Yeah, get it.
Make us a little something.
While you fill this up, I'm just gonna go and put a plug for the orange mango Snapple.
Go ahead.
That's it might be a Nantucket nectar. In any event, orange mango is like one of the best juice flavors out there.
Orange mango.
Yeah, and I always seek it out when I look for one.
Listen, Jack Daniels is, and people like, there's so much better, like, top-notch whiskeys, but I love Jack. I think we just talked about this before we started filming, dude. They have so many different flavors. They're all really good.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't care what, excuse me, anybody says Jack is a go-to for me.
Yeah.
So,
I was saying before, their honey one is good. Their fireball one is pretty good. We'll see how this is. Let us know what your favorite Jack is in the comments.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's plenty that we haven't. Well, I know there's plenty that I haven't tried yet. Because I'm more of a tequila guy than a whiskey guy.
I love tequila. I love tequila. I love the drunk I get off of it, but whiskey's just my go-to.
Yeah.
But without further ado,
Cheers, bud. It's
great, dude. It's a
nothing
cider.
wrong with it.
You can't taste it because it's
Nothing
just so
wrong with it.
cidery and delicious. And this also falls in line with the debate we had a couple weeks ago.
It does.
I feel like I'm betraying the people that were riding with me by doing an apple drink, but I was thinking about it, and part of me was just going to say, fuck it, we're cracking a couple of Sam Summers down in the summer. And then I was like, I don't want to cop out. And by the way, the cups, the medieval manor.
Such a throwback, dude. They're not open anymore.
No, they're not.
What a place.
Rare.
For
those of you who don't know, you know what? Speaking of medieval manor, was Boston like the only one? Was this like a big chain that other people had, or was this just like an us thing?
I don't think it was a big chain, but like those places exist elsewhere. Like the Renaissance restaurants and like you get a show and food. You know, people are like jousting each other and shit.
And you can only eat when the king says you can eat and shit, dude. Like I remember going there for the first time as like a wicked young. I might have been like my son Ryan's age, so like 10, 11 maybe. And I was so confused because like my uncles took me and they didn't tell me that what was going on. So like when I went there, I was like, what? Like I was so mind blown. I'm like, what the fuck is?
Like,
I remember thinking that exact thought as a 10-year-old kid. What the fuck is going on right now? I was so lost, bro.
I don't remember like any specific time I was there, but I know I've been a few times. But yeah, they shut down what, 4 or 5 years ago? Longer than that, 10 years ago?
I think longer.
10, 15? Yeah, something like that.
Because where was that? It wasn't like in Boston necessarily, right?
No, I remember it being like over by 95. Yeah.
On the other side.
Yeah.
For sure. And you know what else that like sparked the memory, and all the people from Boston who listen or the Boston area will know. Remember the mural of all the
whales and
the
shit?
whales and all that stuff, and now it's all blocked. It's still there, but it's blocked out now by whatever the
more buildings
or whatever it is.
Really?
But the mural itself is still there.
I saw a video the other day of someone driving through 93 from north of Boston through it down to like Braintree. I think the Big Dig, obviously they were doing it in like the late 90s into early 2000s. But dude, when you watch a video of the way it used to be, it is nuts how you used to be able to literally drive right through the city.
Yeah.
From top to bottom.
Yep.
Like didn't have to go around, not through any tunnels, like none of that shit. And quite frankly, it seemed like it was a lot easier. Like when I was watching that video, I was like, damn, if that exit was still there, it would make my life so easy.
They put us like right underground now. You just go right underneath everything. Yeah. Like you go underground and you pop up by Seaport.
Right.
You know?
And I don't know, it might be worth mentioning just as like a fun fact to the people not from Boston, the colors under the tunnels. Like if it's the blue tile, you're underwater, and if it's whatever, green or brown or whatever, you're under land.
Yep.
I think that's always fun.
Didn't know. Fun Boston fact for you.
Now you can have a nightmare whenever you're driving through the blue tunnels.
And us Bostonians know what time of year it is. This is that time of year where everyone's going to start trying to take their moving vans down Storrowed Drive.
Yep.
And funny story for you.
And anchovy cans, dude.
When I was working for Constellation, which was when I was on the food trucks and doing all that shit, we had a driver who went too far on 93 and then took the Storrowed Drive exit, and long story short, Storrowed our fucking box truck.
Jeez,
and dude, this was a little like a pretty big all red box truck, so it stuck out like a sore thumb. All these pages online, like It's Boston and Boston Media Bit and all these Boston pages that just post all this shit.
Yeah.
There it is.
That's so
all
funny,
over Facebook, dude. Oh, so funny.
What a rookie move.
And I was doing, and it's funny because the guy driving what is like an older guy, like, you know, probably my dad's age, or maybe even older than my dad.
Yeah.
So it was, dude. And it was funny because that happened when my boss, like the head chef, was on vacation. So I was running shit. So I'm like off site somewhere at an event so I was at Converse actually.
Okay, yeah.
I was helping them do an event. My phone's blowing up, and like, so I answer, and I'm like, fuck. Like, I'm like, whatever you do, don't call Tyler. Yeah. Like, however we gotta handle this. Like, this man's away with it, like on business, or I think this is when he went to a cooking competition in Barcelona and fucking won the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Super dope.
That's pretty sick.
But yeah, fucking hilarious, dude.
And dude, tomorrow's September 1st. It's like the shittiest, busiest day in the city. Like,
yeah,
all the moving vans, like, forget just like the regular commotion of like school starting back up, but it's literally the busiest day in the city to be moving, and difficult to get a spot. More difficult than when they're plowing. What's the craziest thing you've ever seen as a parking reserve spot, or parking, like someone putting out shit to reserve a spot? Either online or in person.
I don't even know, dude. Honestly, I just see people like they usually leave their trash cans. They put out lawn chairs.
I was gonna say lawn chairs. Yeah.
I've seen people steal big traffic cones, the big round fucking big ones, and use those. People use regular traffic cones. People fucking. They'll just leave one lawn chair with a sign on it.
Isn't it crazy how people do that, dude?
Entitlement to the fucking fullest extent, dude.
It's unreal. They're like, I'm just going to put my grill in my parking space and like hopefully no one runs it over.
With that being said, I've been that guy, dude. Like I pay all this money for fucking rent. I don't have a driveway spot. I've been a resident of this city for X amount of years, and
usually they tell you there's a spot anyway. And then it's like free for all to get it. It's like one spot for the whole fucking neighborhood.
Let me ask you this, dude. You ever got a boot?
No.
I've never had a boot. I don't even know how you get one.
Yeah, me either.
Is it just unpaid tickets or something? I don't know.
I don't really know. I think it's probably either unpaid tickets, taxes, or just like if the car's been there too long. I've never even got like towed.
You ever have a repo?
No.
Oh, I have.
No, I've usually, like anytime I found myself in that situation, I would just sell the car and pay it off.
Yeah, I scavenged up all the money I needed with like the exception of $50, and I couldn't come up with $50 fucking to get my car back. But honestly, looking back, this was like 2016 at this point. It was maybe 2017.
Yeah.
But I was in no position to get the car in the first place.
What kind of car was it?
It was my blue one that I had. But it was the
that got repoed?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah.
That sucks.
Yep.
Was that a Hyundai?
No, it was a Chevy Cruze.
That's what it was.
I got that shit brand new. That was a nice whip.
Yeah.
That was a nice whip. But look, like, I had nothing but bad luck with it anyways. Yeah. Like, all the hit and run. Literally 4 hit and runs on that car.
Didn't you get in an accident to that, like, the day you got it?
The next day.
Yeah.
Because fucking Eno sent me to go pick up Anthony. Shout out Anthony, though, Martinez, because I know you tune in from time to time. So shout out you, mad funny. But, yeah. I still have the picture of the person's ID that hit me.
Really?
Yeah, randomly, dude. It just stayed in the archives from phone to phone to phone.
Transferred through the cloud, dude.
I still have it. Random.
Let's go open up a credit card.
Ray something. I don't know.
Ray something.
It was Ray something, but it was a girl.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. Well, not in 24. It's not.
I guess not. But this was 2016.
It was. What a time to be alive. Great summer. Summer 16's lit. But so there's something I wanted to try doing today. And there was a couple of things we were going to do, but without Rayna here, we'll save them for next week. One thing I wanted to do, and I seen it on another podcast, I think it was the Growing Up Italian podcast. They ranked like certain New York neighborhoods, like they blind ranked them. I was like, fuck, I want to do that for Boston neighborhoods because I want to see where me and you align with this. So let me just count and make sure.
Are we going to do like all the towns, or are we doing neighborhood? Like, are we doing like Roxbury, Mattapan, or are we doing like North End, South End? So
here's what's listed. So we're going to determine this right now between you and I before we officially do this. Okay. This is what's listed. Some of these I don't want to include, and others I want to plug in other spots. Okay. So what's listed is Back Bay, Beacon Hill, Charlestown, Chinatown, Downtown, East Boston, Fenway/Kenmore, JP, which Jamaica Plain, Longwood, North End, South End, West End, and West Roxbury is how they break it down.
Yeah.
Which is, I don't know how many, I didn't count. 1, 2, 3,
10
4,
or 11 at least.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. If it was me, I would say Seaport, Southie, North End. And I'm just saying, I'm not ranking. I'm just saying where we would go. So North End, I would go Faneuil Hall / Quincy Market.
Yeah. So you're talking about like Boston proper? Yeah.
So like for me, it would be like if someone was like blind rank Boston like neighborhoods or like boroughs, because people look at boroughs like Roxbury, Dorchester, like all those places as boroughs. I guess it is. I don't really look at it like that.
Yeah, me either. That's why I was asking.
But I'm just talking like spots in the city. So you have North End, you have Seaport, you have South End, West End, Back Bay,
Beacon Hill.
You have Quincy Market / Faneuil Hall, and what?
Does that include like the financial district?
I guess. I mean, unless you want to give that its own bone.
I don't really know. So I was thinking about this, and I'm not saying we don't do it, but I was thinking about this. Like Boston is such a small city that like it's kind of hard to differentiate where one place ends and another place begins. You know what I mean?
True, but the vibes in terms of like where you go in prospective areas is totally
Yeah, that's
different.
true. Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
that's
what I
very
mean?
true. Yeah, yeah.
We have 10 Boston neighborhoods that me and you just picked and plucked
Yep.
from what we know and what we prefer to blind rank.
Yep.
So I'm going to ask you, and I'm just going to say these randomly, and you tell me where you want to put them. So let's go Beacon Hill. 1 through 10, where you putting Beacon Hill?
4.
4. Okay. Chinatown?
I'm gonna put it at 9.
9.
Yeah,
Fair play.
because I haven't been there a ton, but I've passed through there.
What about Eastie?
Eastie has great fishing, but that's pretty much all it has. So I'll give it like a 7.
That's wild. Okay. And mind you, you're ranking these by neighborhood, not by like each of them 1 through 10. So you put Eastie in 7th place, Chinatown in 9th place, Beacon Hill in 4th.
Yeah, in terms of my
In
preference.
terms, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. North End.
I put that at like number 3.
Okay. I was hoping that was
Yeah.
gonna make your top 3 because you know how.
Yeah.
All right, Faneuil.
Can I put it on hold?
Sure, you can.
Let's go back to it. Yeah.
Fenway / Kenmore.
2. I love that area of town. Love it.
Very,
Absolutely
very,
love it.
very good part of town. Fun.
Yeah.
Downtown.
5.
Fair play. Southie.
Dude, this is gonna be a hot take.
Dun dun dun.
I don't like Southie, dude.
So is that your 10?
I don't know. What do I got open? 6, 10, and 1?
Yeah.
Fuck. So the difference between 6 and 10 is so big. I don't want to make the wrong choice. I'm putting Southie at 10.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fair. And mind you, like all the people tuning in from where we're from, like I didn't put Charlestown in there just because I didn't spend much time in Charlestown like that. So I don't want to just throw it in there and say 10 because that's what it would be for me.
Yeah.
So all you townies and shit, bear with. Okay. Back Bay. Number 1.
Love it.
Really?
Yep.
Seaport and Faneuil Hall. It's either 6 or
Did we have 11 on them?
8.
6 or 8? I'd put it's a tough one too when you get down to this. I'd put Seaport at 6.
That's insane. I can't wait to do mine.
Yeah, and then
Faneuil at 8.
at 8. Yeah, I mean Faneuil's
that's fair,
don't get me wrong, Faneuil's wicked.
touristy.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
That's literally the only reason
No,
why.
I agree. But some of my favorite bars and
Yeah.
slum holes
Yeah.
in Faneuil Hall.
I'm not like a city kid. You know what I mean? Like I grew up 40 minutes north of the city. I moved another 20 minutes north of the city. So
True.
like my exposure has mostly been
You're not
between
like a
0 and like
downy kid.
21. Yeah, like
That's
I
all right.
yeah.
I got it covered for you.
Hey, I'm
All right.
proud of my
I'm gonna-
rankings.
Fair enough, dude. I'm gonna give this to you so you can
Yeah.
blindly and obviously.
Type 'em in.
Yeah.
All right. Did you go in order?
No, I just randomly.
All right. I'm gonna yeah. All right. Let's go downtown.
Downtown for me is 6.
Faneuil.
Faneuil, we're going 8.
Back Bay.
Back Bay, I love the Back Bay. I'm gonna put that at 5.
Eastie.
Eastie. Did I fill 6?
You did. You
Okay.
put downtown at 6. if you-
Eastie, I'll go 7. Because Eastie got some low key good food.
All right. Chinatown.
Chinatown, I'm going 9. And don't get me wrong, Chinatown has fire food.
Yeah. North End.
North End is probably 3.
Seaport.
1. Dude,
He's been
Seaport's
waiting to say that.
popping, dude. Seaport has so
Yeah.
much dope shit going on down there now.
Southie.
Southie, what do I have left?
2, 4, 7. No, 2, 4, 8, 10.
I'm going 8 for Southie.
Fenway, Kenmore.
2. Love that area, especially after a game.
Beacon Hill.
Beacon Hill, that's got to go.
It has to be 4.
Yeah. Beacon Hill's got some low-key good spots out there.
Dude, I'm telling you, we were pretty
Are we
literally
on
the
pod?
same.
Are we
Yeah,
on pod?
there's a couple differences. So Seaport, I put 6. And this is 1 is the best, right? So
Right.
I did 6. You did 1 for Seaport. I did 1 for Back Bay. You did 5. Southie, my 10 to your 8. North End, we were both 3s. Faneuil, we were both 8. Beacon Hill, we were both 4. Fenway Kimmel, we were both 2. Chinatown, we were both 9. Downtown, my 5, your 6. Eastie, both 7s.
Ah, look at us.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Yeah.
This was a fun one. I like this.
Yeah.
Next time we'll come a little more organized, but
So what's let's just stretch it a tiny bit. What
Okay.
is your favorite part about Seaport? You kind of said it, but like I kind of cut you off. We were talking through it, but like, what is your favorite part about Seaport?
well, to be honest, I'm a little bit biased just based on the time I spent working there at Del Frisco's for all them years.
Yeah.
Like, because when I started working at Del's, there wasn't like too much down there yet.
Right.
And then I just watched it develop, and like, honestly, it's the crowd of people that hang in Seaport. It's younger, hip people. I don't feel like, I stick out like a sore thumb anywhere I
Right.
go. I don't feel uncomfortable.
Yep.
The views are there, beautiful because you're right on the water. Some of the dopest restaurants in the city are out there.
Yeah,
A couple of awesome clubs. What else? I mean, the neighborhoods out there, like the living neighborhoods that are tucked away out there, are pretty dope. Harpoon Breweries
True.
out there.
Yep.
I don't know. I spent a lot of years out there after long shifts, partying, meeting people, and they have Kings, dude. They have everything.
true, they do,
They have
yeah.
everything in the Scorpion bar. I mean, the list goes on, dude. Shopping. They have outdoor beer garden in the summertime, which is fucking a great time on a night like tonight.
Yeah,
Go
for
sit
real.
outside and drink some fucking beers.
Yeah,
you know
seriously.
what I mean?
Yeah.
The Shaking Crab. I mean,
Yep.
the list really goes on. Seaport is fucking just. It's the new place to really be in the city. You know what I mean?
That's for sure. It's definitely the place to be. Like
It's on the
nowadays,
up and up, dude.
yeah.
It really
I feel like
is.
attention went from Southie to Seaport in terms of like when people our age were moving around the city. Well, I mean, Southie's always been like a very like college town. You know
I
what
didn't
I mean?
spend like
But I
too
feel like
much time in Southie though. Like
Yeah.
I did like when like a lot of my friends started going to school and stuff like that.
Right.
Like they would be out dorming there or whatever, or
Right.
renting apartments to commute and what have you. But for me, like I feel like Faneuil Hall is also a phenomenal place to go out drinking and stuff because
Yep.
there's so many bars. You have like Coogan's, you have the Black
Coogan's.
Rose, you have Howl at the Moon, you
Yep.
have Hong Kong, Sissy K's. I
Yep.
mean, all just to name the slummy places.
for
You know
real.
what I mean?
Yeah.
And the
Great
food's
food.
popping too,
Yeah,
dude.
great
I mean,
food too.
you go to the food hall in Quincy,
Market.
Faneuil Hall or
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know. I get confused at which the one building's Faneuil Hall, the
It's the
other one's
same
Quincy
shit.
Market.
It's the
You
same
know,
thing.
whatever. But pretty fire.
Yeah. I like Back Bay I think I put Back Bay number 1. Yeah.
Back Bay.
Dude, I feel like it's just like such a great center point for the entire city.
Dude,
like
Back
pick
Bay,
a direction and you
agreed.
can be anywhere,
Anywhere. You
in
can-
15 minutes walking. Maybe 20, but
15,
like
not even like if you wanted to go from Back Bay to Fenway, Kenmore, that's
it's a walk.
10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
That's not even that bad.
Right.
It's just right down Boylston Street.
Literally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's also, I love Back Bay. I can't lie too, because working at Del's, I
Yeah.
was part of like the opening team
Nice.
that went over there.
Hell yeah.
And opened that store or whatever. So it's been a lot of nights. But dude, I watched the Back Bay single-handedly fall apart because of the pandemic, dude. All the bars we would go out to drinking fucking dropped one
Oh, really?
after the other after like legendary bars.
Never
Like,
to open again.
never to open again.
Shit, dude. That shit fucked stuff up.
And you know what I
Dude,
will?
I'm gonna say it right now.
Go ahead.
Don't fucking quarantine and lock up your business if this shit comes around again. Like, fool me once, dude.
I know.
Don't
Let's ride it out
do
like
it again,
normal
dude.
human
Yeah,
beings.
don't do it again.
Because look, the whole everything changed.
Yeah,
for
everything,
people. Like,
everything.
everything changed, dude.
Everything.
It's fucking nuts. What I will say, one thing quickly about the pandemic is when, because I was working at Del's Back Bay when this happened, and my boss would call us in periodically, like every couple of weeks in rotation, and give us all like care packages.
Mm-hmm.
So, dude, he'd give us like 3 or 4 steaks, vegetables, like, all kinds of shit, because we had all this product,
Right.
and they were open doing
Catering,
takeout and
Yeah.
shit like that, like doing Uber Eats or whatever was available at
Right.
that time.
Yeah.
But still a lot of inventory to get rid of. So
Right.
it was really dope because every 2 weeks I was coming home with fucking fillets, dude, and like veg. I was roasting veg. It was fucking dope. I had a time during the banny, but
That's like when I was I worked at a butcher shop when I was going to Endicott, and we used to get so many like steak tips and chickens and like a whole bunch of shit for free. Not for like free, but super discounted, and like, you know, it's the end of the day on the last day where it's got to get tossed, but it's still good for plenty of time. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know how that shit works.
Yeah, of course. You know, Dom sausage.
Yeah.
My aunt, it's my mom. It's on my mom's side. It's my mom's sister.
Oh, really?
Has worked at Dom's for like fucking, I don't know. Auntie, if you're watching this, correct me if I'm wrong, but at least like 10, 15 years. Easy. But that's the place, dude. I got steak and cheese sausage from Dom's, dude. Shaved steak and the cheese in the sausage casing.
It's probably so good.
Bussin'.
That's probably so
highly
good,
recommended. So all my local folks that tune into the High Level Pod, bro, y'all need to go to Dom Sausage and get you some of them. I'm telling you.
I gotta try that, dude. That sounds wicked.
Before summer's over, man. You know what I mean? Speaking of which,
put the plug in.
I'm plugging right now. Guys, if you tuned in, I don't know what episode was Philly on, 19?
19 or 20?
I wasn't 20.
It wasn't
Trey
20?
was 20.
18?
18. Regardless, guys.
Find Philly G's episode.
Dropped his album that he was talking about before summer ends. It's out now on all your streaming platforms. So go check it out. If you guys liked that Come To Me vibe that we played on that episode, it's a lot of the same vibes. I fucking loved it. It's a 7-song album. I don't know if did you say it was an EP or album? I think he called it an album.
He called it a project,
so
yeah.
Whatever, float your boat. But yeah, guys, totally check that out. Great end of the summer vibes.
Yeah.
Because I know we all love to cling on to the end of summer
For real, dude.
until it fucking poof,
For real.
just disappears from us. So.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, summer is coming to an end.
It is.
And what better way to vibe out
Then with some apple ciders and listen to Philly G, dude.
You know.
That song 101 that's on it is pretty sick, too. I think Come To Me and 101 are probably my two favorites on that project.
Yeah, I like that one a lot, too. Come To Me is my bop, dude.
Yeah.
My bop.
So
absolutely. I told Philly that,
such
too.
a fucking
I've been
sick song.
vibing that.
Yeah.
Vibing that.
Such a sick song.
What else? What else you got? Anything? You want to do some threadies?
We're into some threads. Let's do it.
All right, so glitch in the matrix this week. Where's my wallet? Take a breath for this. It's a mouthful. This happened years ago when I was still living with my parents. I just finished getting ready for work, grabbed my phone, and went to grab my wallet, but it's not where I remember leaving it. I start looking in the usual places I keep it, and I don't see it. So I ask Mom if she's seen it. She says no and starts helping me look. We tore apart my room, moved furniture, checked my pockets of hoodies and pants. I even checked my girlfriend's purse and nothing. My mom started stripping my bed, shaking out the blankets and pillowcases, and then remade the bed. So at this point, the wallet clearly isn't in my bedroom. We go check the sunroom. I come in and out of the house to the room, so maybe I put it down with my keys. We don't see it. Now I'm late for work. I decided to give up for now. I need to leave. My girlfriend tells me she'll look for it when she gets back from the doctor's. I go in my room to grab my hat so I can leave, and the wallet is sitting dead center in the middle of the bed. Ain't no damn way we both missed it after literally taking everything off the bed and remaking it. It wasn't in the bed while we were looking for it, but now here it is. It's the craziest thing, and my mom still brings it up more than 15 years later.
That's nuts. Dude, as someone who misplaces things, and I think I even put this in like the comment in that episode when with the pencil.
Yeah.
Dude, shit is disappearing and popping up in my life so frequently.
It's like it falls into a black hole and then just randomly pops back up again.
Dude, it's like life tries to make a joke out of it. Like that exact situation has happened to me more times than I can count. So I 100% have no problem believing it. Yeah, dude.
100%.
Happens all the time. Like I sometimes legitimately, this isn't a bit for the podcast, legitimately think I'm going fucking crazy sometimes because I'll look everywhere, tear my fucking house up and down looking for my wallet, and then it's like on the kitchen table.
Dude.
And I'll go as so far sometimes as to like wipe down the kitchen table. Swear to God. I'll like take everything off of it and be like, all right, well, if I'm super fucking blind, then when I wipe it down, I'm going to hit my wallet. And maybe I'm just not seeing a brown wallet on a brown table because I'm an idiot.
It just blended in.
Yeah.
And you fucking overlooked it as possible.
Yeah. Dude, it happens all the time.
I think that happens to me all the time. And I know this is fucking... People can clown me for saying this. It is what it is, bro. With my vape.
Yeah.
Like, I'll know that I put the vape, like, on my chest. Blankets, there's no wrinkles in the blanket. I could look over at Rayna. Get up, dude. Tear the whole fucking bed apart. Rayna's like, oh, you're looking for your adult passy? Which I am.
Yes.
But.
Yes. Do we all put our vapes on our chest like that?
Is that what you do too?
Of course.
When you're laying there, it's just
dude.
right here.
Let's go.
Dude, no lie, I fell asleep like this last night. So vape touching the bottom lip, dude. Just tenderly resting. And I bet I'm catching a little.
You're getting like micro hits every time.
Yeah.
That's so funny,
Nick
dude.
Fix,
yeah,
baby.
for real, dude.
Need that Nick Fix while I'm sleeping too.
That's what gets funny. I've seen plenty of people hit their vape completely passed out.
Oh yeah. So and I don't know what it is, but when I'm like drunk, I can't hit anything. Like if I hit my vape, I'll get all spinny and shit. I don't know if it's the Nick Rush or what it is.
I think it's the nicotine for me. I can smoke pot when I'm drunk, but
see, I can't do that. Oh, it depends, dude. If I'm like chiefing all day and then I decide to drink, I'm good.
All this talking.
Snap, crackle, pop, right? It's fucking crispy, guy.
It's like
God
that,
damn.
dude.
I don't know. I feel you. All right. Moving on. So, anyways, yeah, I think it's a glitch completely.
I do too.
Glitch.
100%.
Boom. All right, guys. We
from experience.
Debunked another fucking glitch here.
Yeah.
What you know about this?
Yeah.
All right. Next one I have is a question.
Okay.
If you woke up with $1 million in the bank tomorrow, what would be your first purchase?
A business.
Smart guy.
I'd buy.
You a smart guy.
Buy an asset that makes me more money.
Yeah.
That's what I would do.
Cheers to that, bub.
Specifically, a turnkey business, like we were talking the other day, like a laundromat or a fucking convenience store. Right.
Agreed.
Yeah. Something where I can like hire 1 or 2 people out to run it.
100%. Me, first thing I'm buying is a new car. I mean, I'm not gonna go crazy. I'm not gonna go buy a fucking McLaren or anything.
What would you feel comfortable buying? You had $1 million. You're gonna buy a car. Like, what would you feel comfortable spending, knowing that you have to use it's not sitting in your garage. You need a car.
I don't know. I'd feel comfortable spending anywhere between like 60 and 80 grand.
Yeah.
Like on nothing crazy. Like I would get like
a brand new truck or something.
Yeah, like a brand new fucking Bronco lifted with you know like nicey. All the highest trim, whatever, like nothing crazy.
Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah,
I saw Toyota remade, you know, like that PF, the PJ or the PF Cruiser thing. FJ Cruiser, dude. They remade it.
Oh, really?
It's called like the Chevy Upland or Chevy. Dude, when I saw that, one driving down the road, I'm like, as soon as I got home, as soon as I pulled in the driveway, dude, I was Googling it. I'm like, what the fuck? Because it was sexy looking, dude. It basically looks like, picture like, you know, the full size Bronco, the new Bronco. It's like that, except it looks bigger and it just looks nicer because it's a Chevy.
Really?
Like it just, dude, it's wicked nice looking.
Dude, I love those. The Ranger Raptors are
so dope,
fucking sick, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I would do bad things for one of those, dude.
Fire.
But that's why I asked, because if I would probably get a car too, like for something for me, I would get a car too.
Something nice.
And it would probably be that Ranger Raptor, which is about like 57 grand. That's why I asked you where you'd cap your.
Yeah, like maybe 100 grand. Like maybe, because it's like, you know, at this point it's like, all right, I have $1 million. I'm going to fucking buy a really nice car.
Right.
And I might not even buy it all the way outright.
You just put like 70% down.
Yep, and just finance the rest so it's beneficial.
Right.
Then the rest of it, I'm either going to invest in some sort of business and or like set myself up somehow to invest some of the money to make it, and the rest I'm like buying a house or a condo or doing something like to make my life better.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna just blow $1 million like a fucking idiot.
Oh, you could.
I mean, I could. Believe me, $1 million. I could spend $1 million in fucking 5 minutes, dude.
Same.
Genuinely, like probably less.
Same.
All right, I have a couple. What else do we got? This is a good one. So, say you loan a friend $5,000 and he unfortunately passes away. Would it be inappropriate to ask his family for the money?
Dude.
I'm asking. I'm not going out $5,000 because you died, bro. I'm sorry.
Nuts, dude.
You wouldn't?
I don't know.
You're gonna eat that?
I don't know.
Like, what if you took a loan out of the bank with a fucking 20%, 29.9% interest?
Yeah, but
rate
they're not on
it?
the hook for the $5,000. It was your buddy.
No, I'm saying if you went as far, like let's just say you went to the bank and
Yeah.
got a 5K loan in your name so that you could loan this person money.
Oh.
And then they fucking die.
Oh, yeah, you're going after the money.
Yeah, I need that
yeah.
in the fucking estate, bro. Take it out the estate,
Yeah,
fam.
yeah.
Take it out the life insurance
If
policy.
it was like $5,000 out of my own pocket, it would
Even
be...
that,
it would,
I'm asking, bro. I'm asking the family. Look,
Yeah.
but here's the thing.
It's not a little bit of money.
If anytime I'm gonna loan anybody, I don't care if it's your best friend in the whole world, your dad, your sister, your cousin, your fucking brother, your nephew's wife's fucking twice removed uncle. Contract, notarize
Yeah.
it, put it on paper. So if he does die,
Someone's
you
on
can
the
go
hook.
to the family and say, "Look, I'm not trying to be a cunt,
Yeah.
but excuse my language, but I'm not trying to be a cunt. Here's the document.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be out 5K. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but what's the vibe here?"
Dude, that
Call
would
me
be...
you know, whatever
be
you
nuts.
want. Call me a bastard. Call me whatever. I don't know. But for me, like, I need that money, fam. 5K.
It's not a little bit of money. It's not a little bit of money. I don't know how I'd go about doing that, dude. I really don't. Because it's not a little bit. But I'm the type of person that, like, if I loan someone money, it's not a loan. Like, I might as well have lit the money on fire.
$5,000.
That's why I'm wrestling with it. Because
Because
I don't
why?
see myself giving someone $5,000 where I'm gonna need it back.
It depends on your position. Like,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if you were in a position to loan someone which your bank, I understand your bank theory, but like if you were in the position to loan someone $5,000, I would hope that it's not your last $5,000. You know what I mean? And if you can loan someone $5,000, hopefully you got 50 sitting in the bank. And if you got 50 sitting in the bank, then like you can throw away $5,000.
first and foremost,
So it's all
I'm
relative.
not giving anybody my last $5,000.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't give anyone my last 20 bucks.
Sorry.
I wouldn't give anyone my last 20 bucks if it's the last of your cash. Dude, I don't know. Like, I'll tell you this. Anytime I give a friend money that's less than $500, which is rare, I'm not out giving people fucking money. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't expect it back. Because every time I have expected it back, there's like either a fucking excuse or someone fucking dies. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. But I need my money.
No, I don't know what I would do. You know what? To be
I
honest,
need my money, bro.
I probably wouldn't ask for it, but deep down, I'd be going, y'all should offer it back.
Oh my god, bro.
Y'all should offer it back.
First
I ain't
thing
gonna
I'm
say anything,
doing-
but y'all should offer it back.
All right, so say you call me, right? And you know, let's for sake of argument say fucking Freddie owed I loaned him 5K, right? He dies. I don't know. You call me, right? Fucking, I answer the phone. What up, Vin? Yo. I start talking about the podcast. Like, bro, we can't talk about the pod right now. I got something to tell you. And I'm like, what's up? You're like, yo, Freddie just died. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Croaked.
Freddie didn't die. What do you mean? So I go on Facebook. I see it, right? And I'm like, yo, Vinny, he owes me 5K, bro. And you're like, I know. That's why I'm calling you. So then I'm like, all right, let me make phone calls, bro. I hang up the phone with you, and the first thing I'm doing, yo, I'm pacing, bro. Rayna's looking at me like I'm a madman, right? I'm like, yo, babe's like, Freddie died, right? And I'm like, yo, Freddie died. But he owes me 5K though.
How you
like
getting
that,
it?
like I can't get that out of my head. You
How
know
you
what I
getting
mean?
it?
Like I'm calling Freddie's mom. I'm gonna say, listen, I'm calling Freddie's mom. I'm gonna call her up, right?
You're gonna call her up? You're gonna have
call
to
her
dig her up, dude.
I'm gonna call her. Oh, she's dead.
Freddie was fucking 80.
Oh, I'm not saying Freddie. I was just using a name. No, not Freddie, bro. Fuck. But if, for the sake of argument, if it was Freddie, whoever is next of kin is getting that phone call.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm gonna call up and be like, listen, I'm sorry for your loss, but I'm gonna need that 5K. Like,
Hey,
I'm
dude.
sorry, dude.
You're
I'm
no
running
different.
it.
You're no different than the bank. Because just because someone dies doesn't mean the bank ain't gonna want their money back.
Well,
dude.
the thing is I'm legally.
and you're banking in that situation.
I'm legally. I don't like. Again, I don't give a fuck who you are, bro.
Yeah.
I'm legally. I've been fucked too many times
Yeah, yeah.
that I'd like to admit no diddy.
yeah.
It's all legal, bro. If I'm loaning you money, that's fucking more than $1,000. We're legally right. Your word isn't bond to me. I can't take people's word for bond. Like I have mouths to be. I got 2 kids,
Yeah, no
bro.
shit. Yeah.
Like I'm not. I can't just fuck around with my money like that.
That's why I don't expect it back.
And if I'm loaning you money, and just know if I'm loaning you money it's because I really fucking love you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, I have a lot of things going on in my life that I can need this $5,000 more than you. And if I can still loan it to you to help you, I'm going to do it. But there's a contract that comes with that shit. So dead or alive, I'm getting my money.
How do you feel about, do you ever like, I don't want to say like flex, but you ever just like have the ability to flex on your boys and just like get everyone dinner in a hotel room and like foot the bill? What a great feeling that is,
dude. It is, dude. I love, you know what I loved?
Especially, if I may,
go ahead.
Just to put a bow on the pain back,
Yeah.
when you don't expect anything in return.
Yes.
Because then it's like no stress, no bullshit. We're just going to enjoy ourselves. Everyone's going to have a good time. No one needs to worry about fucking Venmoing me.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
I couldn't agree more because I've had so many nights where, as a chef, you go out with the whole staff after work and like, I'm not going to throw, dollar signs out, but there was a point in time where I was making real good money with my bonuses and shit.
Hell yeah.
And there would be like 20, 25 people at the bar, and like I'm literally buying everybody shots of Patron.
Nice.
You know what I mean? Not like cheap, like everybody gets a shot and a beer on me because we fucking crushed the shift. Like that for me, and that, to your point, is such a good feeling because it's like I can literally just spend like,
whatever it is,
a couple $100 on shots for everybody and not fucking bat an eye and know that everyone had a good night.
Right.
And that also is incentive where when they're at work, they are going to know, I'm going to work a little bit harder. I'm going to bust that extra table for chef, or I'm going to run that extra plate of food for chef, even though I'm busy, because last night he took care of me.
Up. Yeah, right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Builds that camaraderie,
right?
Which a lot of people advise, and obviously a lot of places you work, like you don't, they don't want you out with your staff or whatever.
Right. Yeah, no,
like,
definitely not. Yeah.
But it does build that camaraderie.
I think it's good, dude. I personally think it's like foolish for you not to build an out of work rapport with your employees. You have to. Yeah.
Especially like when you're in the heart of the city at a restaurant working 80, 90 hours a week sometimes. Yeah. These are the only people you're truly around.
Right.
So who am I to not build on a personal level? Like,
dude, it took like 3 years to let us all have a beer together.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Dude, you used to come up with the fucking 5-gallon bucket full of ice and Coronas for us. And we'd be sweeping floors, ripping butts, drinking Coronas, dude. Those were times, dude. Times.
Had to earn it though, dude. We had to earn not even the ability, but like his trust and respect that we wouldn't like be dicks about it. Yeah.
100%. And it's funny too because that was my first restaurant experience of that happening. But then you realize that it happens fucking everywhere. That's just the thing.
Right.
I love it. I've been missing restaurants a lot lately. Like going in and cooking old people breakfast and lunch is like cool.
Different.
But I'm like, I miss the clinks and clanks of the pans and the rotation of people. And
yelling and
screaming. And I miss working with fucking all the Hispanic people, truly. Like, because they're just savages, bro. Like working with hate to say it, working with a bunch of white people like me is no fun.
I can see that.
Like, nobody just works hard.
Yeah.
And, like, I just miss looking over, like, being in the expo window, looking across the line and just seeing a bunch of...
hustle and bustle, dude.
A bunch of grown men who have nothing in common but mesh together perfectly in this chaos to create harmonious fucking food, bro.
Yeah, for real. Good food.
My heart.
Oh, I miss the restaurant industry, and then I think about it. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do it.
Dude, it sucks. All right. This is a good one. It's a today I fucked up.
All right.
Today I fucked up by misunderstanding what world's strongest coffee actually meant.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so technically this was on Monday, but definitely one of the biggest mistakes I've made in my life. So for context, I absolutely love really strong dark coffee. There's a running joke amongst my friends that I drink jet fuel because I brew it so heavy. For whatever reason, the strong flavor psychologically gives me a dopamine rush and wakes me up before the caffeine hits. Anyways, on Monday, I had a really important client meeting, and my boss had flown into town for said meeting. So I had to meet her at a hotel pretty early in the morning, and it was across town. So I had to get up earlier than usual, and was not having it that morning. Since I was not handling waking up early in kind of a rush, I was hurriedly made my coffee and made it strong. At the store, I came across this coffee called Death Wish, which was coined as the world's strongest coffee. Oh. At one point, so I cracked it open, gave the filter a heavy fill, and scurried away to do other tasks while I was really excited to try it. excuse me. In my mind, strong was synonymous with actual taste, not caffeine content. For context, the company does not release the actual caffeine content, but tests show up 12-ounce a 12-ounce cup ranges from 300 to up to 750 milligrams, depending on how you brew it. Judging by my not-so-light brewing habits, I'm sure that number was far closer to the 750. As I'm going about my morning, I'm hammering it down pretty quickly. Slightly disappointed it was strong, but still not what I was expecting out of the world's strongest. But hey, whatever works. After I took the first few sips, I looked at the clock and realized I'm actually running out of time. So I say, fuck it, and I just take my coffee with me to the shower where I can finish it off. A few minutes into my shower, while I'm lathering up and jamming out to Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift, you know, as us dudes who are married to Swifties do, I start absolutely buzzing. At first, it was just kind of a little tremble, and I'm like, huh. And then cracked it up to drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Over the next few minutes, that feeling gradually increased, and I had the full-on shakes and felt hot. At this point, I put two and two together. Strong equals caffeine content. Oopsies. A little concerned, I hopped out of the shower and grabbed my phone. I Googled the amount of caffeine and saw that 750 number and was like, oh, fuck. This sent me into full caffeine-induced panic attack. My first panic attack of my life. My legs gave out from the shakes and my heart was pounding while I laid on the fetal position on the ground trying to chill myself out. I thought I was having an actual heart attack. At this time, there was a little bit of irony in my mind that as a guy in my late 20s who powerlifts and works out 5 days a week, my cause of death would be via heart attack caused by being a dumbass and more or less shotgunning 750 milligrams of caffeine. Not the way I thought I'd go out, but I accepted my fate in that moment. I called for my wife, who was extremely confused, very concerned, and being frantic about me being frantic made me feel worse. But when I explained it, she calmed down and I probably wasn't dying and just said, oh yeah, that'll do it. And just laid on the floor and pet me like our dogs and handed me her water off the sink counter. Then the farts happened. In my panic, God. I started aggressively farting uncontrollably, not just farts or squeakers, but full-blown ground-shaking ass rippers every 5 to 10 seconds. Quite impressive and rapid in succession. My wife started dying laughing and just patted me on the head and started saying shit like, there, that's it, honey. Just fart it out. You'll be fine. Dude. Long story short, because there's a couple more paragraphs that I ain't reading, dude missed his work meeting as he laid on the floor, butt naked, wet, fetal position, farting in his wife's arms.
Dude, what an idiot.
Bro.
You telling me you don't know what the word strong means in coffee?
Mean flavor. Strong never means flavor in coffee. Strong is always caffeine level.
Dude, I hate to be the guy. You fucking deserve it, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, you want to be some fucking coffee connoisseur and you don't know what the word strong means?
And also,
you
it's
just think
labeled
you're like,
world's strongest, bro.
Dude, he's like, oh, I lift weights. I can deal with strong coffee. I'm a power lifter. Dude, you power lift your ass off the floor and quit farting, dude. What a...
World's strongest coffee, bro. Enough said.
What a joke.
Take it serious.
No kidding, dude. I do like coffee. I do like strong coffee, and I respect the shit out of it.
Mm-hmm. Dude, that reminds me of when I was doing the solar thing for a little bit. And I was training with this kid, and he had some sort of like pill, and he's like, oh, it's like a caffeine energy pill or whatever. Like, I take them every morning. Like, he's like, do you drink a lot of coffee? I said, dude, I drink, because my caffeine intake is really fucking high. So he's like, oh, try this, bro. When I tell you, we were just driving, and we were in New Hampshire too, so you have to drive a long ways to get to houses and shit. Bro, all of a sudden, I start beating sweat. I got a frog in my throat to wear this kid's Tesla, mad nice whip. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, I have to throw up, bro. And I'm just sitting there, and he sees me starting to sweat, and I'm trying to roll down the window. It's locked, and he's like, you good, bro? I'm like, yo, you got to roll down this window right now, bro. Like, I'm sweating. I don't feel good.
No.
So, and I'm over here like, I just met this kid, dude. I'm like training with him. He's probably looking at me like, this fucking kid's a pussy, bro. But like, mind you, I had already had 2 cups of hot coffee at my crib before I left, and then I stopped at Dunks, got a large coffee. Like, I had a Red Bull in my passenger seat.
Jesus,
you know what I mean?
Christ,
So like, I'm ready to fucking rock as it is. Then I take
crazy.
one of these things being cool. Oh, yeah, fuck it. I'll try one. Like, I'm cool. I'm a cool guy. Like, I do shit. You know what I mean? No.
Never again,
Bad
dude.
experience.
Never
dude.
again.
Bad experience.
How do you drink your coffee?
It depends. Like,
If you're making it home for yourself.
black with a couple sugars.
Yeah.
at Dunks, I'll get whatever swirl I'm feeling, like cold brew black with 2 pumps of pumpkin or 2 pumps of French vanilla.
Well, at Dunks, you'll get whatever they feel like giving you.
But yeah, essentially. But if it's up to me, like the darker the better.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
agree.
Like I hate when they give you the swirl and it's like fucking tastes like you put half the carton of cream in it. You know, it's no bueno.
Yeah, I'll do like a little bit of sugar and like a tablespoon of milk in a cup of coffee. I'm talking like a splash. Yeah, literally.
This one I thought was fucking funny. So this one I stole from a museum. A girl around 7 or 8. I went on a school trip to a museum that had an ancient Egyptian exhibit running. The museum staff allowed the class to look at some old relics, passing them around in a circle. I remember looking at this little greeny blue colored figurine of a goddess with a hippo head. I really liked it, and without second thought, I put it in my pocket and took it home with me. I sat at home playing with it, not really understanding the gravity of what I had just done. Then we had a really big assembly at school. The museum were looking for this figurine as it was not a replica, but an actual ancient Egyptian artifact. I remember playing scenarios in my head of how I could give it back without getting caught, but I couldn't see a way out. The museum became angrier, the assemblies grew more pressing, letters went home to all parents, and parents were called in of naughty children who could have possibly done it.
Dude, they profiled the kids?
Oh, yeah? Finally, everyone calmed down and they realized they weren't getting it back. I got away with it, but the problem is now I'm 31 and I still have the figurine. I couldn't throw it away. It's thousands of years old. I've never told anyone about this figurine and no one else has ever seen it. Dude,
that's so cool.
Ancient, I know, dude. She has an ancient Egyptian fucking relic.
Dude, that is so
probably cursed
sick
for that now.
So worth it to keep it to yourself. So worth it to keep it to yourself. I can't lie,
dude. That's something I would totally do. I don't know. I liked that one.
That was good.
For whatever reason, like I was just, dude, that's kind of juicy right there.
Dude, the transition from I stole a thing to we had an assembly at school.
A really big assembly at school. Yeah, I know it.
That's pretty sick, dude. If that was me, I would have that. What was it, like an elephant or a hippo head? A hippo head?
It had like a hippo head, and it was like, I don't know, it was like old kind of gem or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like jade or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was gonna say that's something I would like put on my mantle, and then when someone asks about it, I would just be like, my niece carved it out of fucking soapstone or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I bought it at a fucking museum shop or something.
Right.
Yeah. All right,
But display that shit.
Yeah, no doubt. I had a couple. Okay, this was another one I had to do. Am I overreacting for wanting a divorce after finding thousands of photos of myself, 33 male, sleeping on my wife, 31 female's phone? My wife and I have been together for 11 years and have 3 amazing kids together. We never have any serious issues. She's a great mother and has been nothing but an amazing partner for all these years. However, the other night I was looking for a picture of our son on her phone when I found an album called My Name, Sleeping, with 9,631 photos of myself sleeping over the years. 9,631.
Nope.
She never told me about this or sent any of the photos. It's just me sleeping in numerous different angles. I can't believe I'm writing this, but I am so creeped out and don't know how to move forward. I confronted her about the pictures and she just got annoyed that I had her phone and offered no explanation. I feel very violated and am uncomfortable sleeping next to her. I feel like I can't be with this person anymore. What should I do? This is weird, right? Or am I overreacting?
All right. First step.
Hold on.
The fuck out of the house.
9,631 pictures.
Get the fuck out of the house, dude.
She's plotting to kill your ass, man.
Get the fuck out of the house, bro.
Holy shit, dude. That's almost 10. That's 400 pictures shy of 10,000 of you sleeping over the course of 11 fucking years, bro.
That's... How many did she take? How many pictures?
9,631 photos over the course of 11 years.
That's 9,630 more pictures than she needs to be taking of her husband sleeping.
Way too many, bro. Like, and what are you doing? Like, and I know you're not flicking your bean to pictures of your husband sleeping,
way,
dude. Like,
no.
That's some weird, crazy shit, my guy. You need to run and run fast.
Yeah. That's
Get
like...
the fuck out of there. Take your kids with you.
That's wicked fucked up, dude. That's wicked. Anyone who watches anyone sleep, and that person sleeping isn't a baby, you don't watch them sleep, dude. You let them sleep, and you leave the room. Leave them alone.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't take pictures of them.
You might take a little picture of your
Listen,
kid
a cute picture,
the baby.
Your kid's different. Your kid's different.
9,631 fucking photos.
Fuck.
That is some crazy shit, dude.
I used to go to a sleepaway camp, and this kid
Sleepaway.
Yeah, it was like an overnight camp.
The parents don't love you camp.
Basically, it was a church camp.
Get the fuck away from me camp.
Yeah, it was like get out of here for a week, and we went for 2.
Wow.
So
they really didn't like you.
I remember one day I woke up and this kid was like standing over my bed staring at me.
Yo, I would have uppercutted him the fucking next week.
Me and my buddy both, we were just like, dude, if you ever do that type of shit again, like you're not leaving.
Uppercutted him. I would have uppercutted him the next week, bro.
Yeah, it was not cool. Dude, watching people sleep is one of the creepiest fucking things you can do, let alone document it.
Yeah, 100%.
It's wicked fucked up. And dude, you haven't had any problems with your wife because she's been creeping on you this whole time.
Yeah.
Second of all, don't ask the questions that you don't want the answers to. Like you were digging through her phone, so you were bound to find some problems.
Yeah.
And you found 9,631 of them.
Fucking problems. Like, yeah. I don't know. When I read that, I was like, oh, this is juicy pod shit right here.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
juicy pod shit.
Don't get me wrong. I trust Kelly to the moon and back and beyond. But I'm sure that there's something in there that would make me raise an eyebrow, whether it's like a screenshot of a meme or like a selfie of her or a picture of me.
Something random.
Sure, yeah. Bro, get the fuck out of your house.
Yeah, but there's not going to be 9,631 reasons for you to be like, what the fuck? Yeah. 100%.
You're not going to wake up one of those next times. And then the picture that she took is going to be on the fucking news. That's what's going to happen.
Next time you're going to wake up dead.
You can't wake up dead.
You can't wake up dead. Oh, shit, I'm going to put that on MySpace. Yeah. Oh, shit. But
hilarious.
Yeah, that's what I got.
I like it,
That's what I got for 3. I mean, there's a couple more, but
those were good.
Yeah, I think it's a perfect place to leave it there.
I agree, dude.
With that being said, I'm going to do the plugs real quick. If you or anybody out there is looking to start a podcast, I have to let you guys know. RSS is the place for you guys to do that. There will be a link in the description of this video and of this audio recording. RSS is the place for you guys. It is super easy. It is not complex. It will allow you to release your podcast on all platforms with a click of one button. It's super easy. It shows you where people are listening, how people are listening, where they're listening from, all that stuff, guys. So again, if you or anybody you know is looking to start a podcast and you have no idea where you're going to host this podcast, this is the place to do it. Link is in the description. Follow us on YouTube at The High Level Podcast. If you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button, Vinny. We finally made it to 80.
We did.
We made it to fucking 80. So shout out to that person who made that jump from 79 to 80 because we were sitting at 79 for a hot minute. I was waiting for it to jump.
I know. That person's a real G.
So it jumped. Thank you very much. Also hit that little bell so you don't miss an episode. If you are a audio listener and you are not a watcher and you're a listener of the pod, we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, TuneIn, you name it, we're on it. Thank you guys very much for all the love and support. Again, I want to shout out to all of our overseas listeners. Germany, France is in there now in the mix, Brussels, and a few in Russia, which is fucking cool. So thank you guys overseas for tuning in, and all the local people once again, and all the love and support we get from our inner circle. We love you guys. This is episode 23. And we love you all, and we will be back again next week. Hopefully, Rayna will be here. She won't miss out. She had some car shit she had to deal with today, rough. So that's why she's not here, in case anyone was wondering. Again, TikTok, guys, at The High Level Pod. Instagram, at The High Level Podcast. Go jump over there. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will be back again next week.
Peace.
3, 2,